Hi guys. So I get this question all the time. Does it matter what law school you go to? And the answer is absolutely, but not for the reasons you think. Let's talk about it. Okay, here's a brief bio for those of you who are new to the channel. I'm a practicing attorney and have been for the last 10 years. I graduated law school. I had secured a judicial clerkship in one of the most competitive jurisdictions in the country. I passed the bar in the first try. I secured a job in the federal government thereafter and have been going strong ever since. So, where did I go to law school and how did that impact my future? Let's get into it. Okay, so if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget hit that subscribe button and click that like button. What it does is help the YouTube algorithm gets the video out to more people so that we can educate a lot of people. So go ahead and hit that. We'll get into what you came in for today. I did a video, if you are new here, I did a video about T14 law schools versus regional law schools. Check that out if you haven't already. And also did a video about why you should attend HBCU law school. So check out those other videos. We have a whole playlist of pre-law, law school, and beyond. And for those of you who are considering law school, already in law school, trying to figure out what to do after law school, we have something for everyone here. Comment below. I want to know where you guys are applying to, because since I get the question all the time, I want to know where you're applying to and what was the reason that you applied to that school. Is it because you just heard it was a popular school, it's Yale, it's Stanford, it's, an Ivy League school? Or was there a particular reason you had a connection to the alumni network, or you liked the program that they offered, or a clinical program? Was it a particular reason, or was it more of a superficial reason why you applied to that law school? Comment below. So as I mentioned, if someone asks me, does it matter what law school you go to? I'll always tell them absolutely. But not because I'm like, you should go to the best, Ivy League law school. That's not the reason. It's because it depends on where you want to end up. So if you look at my resume, you can tell where I wanted to end up. I had internships at the state attorney's office, attorney general's office. I interned for several judges. I had a clerkship. I had a federal government position. I wanted to end up in public interest law. And so I went to one of the nation's most preeminent public interest law school, UDC Law School in the nation's capital. And they basically groom us for public interest law. So I would say that if you want to end up in public interest, you should go to a school that has those particular qualities. Now, I will mention, if you want to end up in the private sector, if you want to end up in big law, then going to my particular law school may not be the best option for you. You may face challenges that you wouldn't if you go to a law school that grooms their students for private sector. And so when I say it matters because you want to know where you want to end up. And not just because, okay, I want to go to the most popular law school. How is it going to help you in your future endeavors? You need to actually think about that, because those are the steps you need to make when you're applying to law school. Don't just do blanket applications and not kind of know what the school is known for. I'm going to say a brief word about predatory law schools. The last video I did, somebody made a comment about predatory law schools. And those are law schools that are quite expensive. Their students don't have a history of passing the bar in the first try. They have a hard time securing legal positions after law school within the first year. They're predatory in the sense that they don't really prepare the students for jobs and a career in the law thereafter. Then there are a list of things, and some people were going back and forth in the comment section on the last video about which law schools are considered predatory. And I'm gonna do a little clip. This is a video I saw about it's an older video, but it's a little clip about a woman who decided to sue her law school because she couldn't secure a job after she graduated.
Well, she's got a law degree, but says she can't find a job and is now drowning in debt. The first of its kind case just went to trial here in San Diego.
Team 10's Melissa Masiha was in the courtroom for the start of what could be a bitter courtroom battle. Melissa?
Anna Alberta says basically Thomas Jefferson lied about how good of a school it was. The question the jury will have to answer is whether she walked through these doors misled by postgraduate employment information, or did she just not work hard enough to get a job she really wanted?
Now, I would say that this is important important to know because there are going to always be some people that don't secure jobs, whether they go to a T14 school or a regional school. There might be some people that just don't secure jobs. But it begs the question, is my law school preparing me for work? And it's about me. If you watch my other videos about how to secure a judicial clerkship and things of that nature, a lot of people look the same on paper. And sometimes it comes down to your personality. Are you a likable person? I don't know this lady, right? So I don't know why she hasn't gotten a job within the time frame that she feels like she should have gotten a job after law school. I don't know if she's not a likable person. I don't know if she is. What I do know is that she felt that she was not prepared by her law school, or she was misinformed about the law school's history of their alumni passing the bar and securing a legal job. And what happens is law schools have to report whether their law students secured a legal position within the year after law school. And so a lot of times, sometimes law schools may fudge the numbers to make themselves look better. They may say, yeah, our students are employed, but they may be employed at like the Gap. Like that's not a legal position. That's a position they could have gotten without this law degree. And so the ABA, the American Bar Association, has to accredit these law schools and say, what are these students doing after they leave you? How are you preparing them? So a word to the wise, do your research on predatory law schools. I would say the private law schools that are really expensive and they have a really low bar passage rate. Those are probably ones that you're going to have more challenges. I'm not going to say you won't do well there because I'm sure there are people that do well there, but you're definitely going to have more challenges than at other schools. So be prepared for that if you apply for those particular kind of schools. Check out the other videos about why you should send, particularly if you're interested in T14 versus regional law schools, HBCU law schools. There's a variety and you have to do what is right for you. So there's no one shoe fits all for any person. I would say that there are different factors that you must consider when you're deciding which law school you should attend, but absolutely you should do your research before you apply to any law school. Don't waste your application fee applying to law school that may not be the best fit for you in the long run. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.